Good morning, it is Steph here from stephjking.com coming to you from beautiful Brisbane, Australia. And I just finished reading, well, I was going to say reading, but I actually listened to it because it was an audiobook. So I just finished listening to Crushing It by Gary Vee. So guess what video today's all about? A book review. So today is a book review on Crushing It by Gary Vee. Now, if you don't know who Gary Vee is, technically Gary Vaynerchuk, he is a very well-known entrepreneur, particularly on social media platforms. So he actually started out with growing his parents' wine company, and he grew that to a ridiculous amount, and he did that in his 20s, I believe. And then now he has his own company, and he's very, very big on social media. So Google Gary Vee if you don't know who he is, and you will see just his sort of attitude and mentality, and you can tell why he's quite the popular guy to listen to, particularly when it comes to like just getting up and getting things done and motivating as well. So he's great for that. So go check him out. But I wanted to talk about his book, Crushing It. So he originally released, I think it was Crush It, which was his original book back in, I think, 2009 or 2008. And this is kind of like a follow-up one, because his books are pretty much around how you can crush it online using social media platforms. And when I first sort of downloaded it, I thought it was just going to be like really in your face and to the point and very motivational, which is how he comes across in his little snippets, like his daily vlogs and little snippets that you find like across Facebook and Twitter and Snapchat. But it was actually a little bit different, which I kind of had, I guess I judged it from the beginning, which I shouldn't have done, because I actually really enjoyed it. So he pretty much just goes through each of the platforms, and he talks about how to successfully build your own personal brand on that particular platform. But throughout it as well, he gets people to come in and share their stories about how they were able to build on a particular platform. So you've got people coming in, sharing their stories about how they were able to successfully build their own channel on YouTube. Then you have people coming in from like LinkedIn, Instagram, podcasting, Facebook, Twitter, anything that you can think of. So he'll actually talk to a platform, and then he will bring someone in and they sit down and sort of tell their story about it. The biggest thing that I really took away from listening to this was that it is actually pretty simple to build a brand online these days. And the one thing that I feel that a lot of people may get confused with, and this is, you know, talking to myself here as well, is that we think we have to be someone that we may not necessarily need to be. So it might be that we love movies and we always go to the movies, or we're always watching Netflix, and that person has this mentality that, well, they can't grow a business out of that. They need to, you know, be this other person, like talk about business and talk about marketing online. And you don't have to be someone that you're not. You could build a brand online specifically on something that you really enjoy doing. So if it is movies, he uses an example of two ladies, two friends, always go to the movies together, and they have this really good little banter going on about what they thought about the movie, because they both have different opinions. And he sort of made the suggestion that in this example, they could easily create their own little podcast, and they can do their own little, you know, banter backwards and forwards about the conversation about that particular movie or about a particular actor. And over time, they're going to be known as that type of person. And then eventually people are going to be reaching out to these people, and they'll be like giving them movies to watch, to be able to discuss, to be able to get that marketing and advertising out for that particular movie. But there's also all these other things that you could do. So it's really sort of made me stop and reflect on who I am and the type of things that I will do on a daily basis, or on, you know, regularly throughout the week, that is 100% me, like just who I am, who I don't have to feel like I need to motivate myself, or that I need to should do it, or You know what I mean? So it's kind of like just looking at yourself and then going, what do I love doing that no one has to tell me to do, or that I don't have to continually find motivation or continually try to push myself to be able to do it, and build something around that. And there were so many examples used throughout the book, which was really, really good because it does get your mind moving, and it sort of gives you a starting point to go, gosh, if they can do that, why can't I build a brand around sitting here and watching Netflix, or being the guru on Brisbane, Australia, like things to do in Australia? It could be as simple as that. So ask yourself what it is that you love doing. What platform do you think may benefit you? And I think if this is your style, or this is your journey that you're trying to go with, that you do want to build a brand online and you just don't know what to do or where to start, then I do suggest having a listen or reading this book, because I think it will really get you moving in the right direction. There's a guy on YouTube that he filmed a school project that he did with his 7-year-old, and all they did was cut open a football. And from there, they now have a very successful brand online where they actually cut things open to see what's inside. I can't remember the name of it. I think it's What's Inside. I think that's the channel name. And I was just like, oh my gosh, that is so simple. Like, how do you even come up with this stuff? And I think that's the problem, is that myself and maybe some other people out there, we put this pressure on ourselves to have to be someone that we may not necessarily be. So again, asking yourself, what is it that I enjoy doing that you could pretty much do for a long period of time and enjoy doing it, and just build something around that. And that just comes down to my original message, just being true to you. And I think that this book really, really supports that. So I loved the book. It did get me thinking a lot and made me sort of think, maybe I'm putting like too much thought into this and I just need to simplify it and just show my journey on what I'm doing in life. And I think that's the best way to do it as well. So if you want to get your hands on this book, I will leave a link for you in the description so you can go check it out and get your hands on a copy. It was really, really good. I do recommend getting it, particularly if you are into wanting to build your personal brand and using an online platform to do that. He also talks about where he thinks technology is going in the future and what to jump onto now so you don't miss the boat. So go grab your hands, go get your hands on a copy of this book if that is your thing. And that is it. I'm wrapping it up here. I need to head out now and grab some stuff from the shops. I'm gonna go get some sushi as well. I'm craving sushi. Haven't had sushi in ages. Anyway, take care. If you are new here, then please hit that subscribe button. I will leave a link for you on this side. I do upload 3 times a week, so until my next one, I will leave a couple of videos for you on this side to go check out. Take care, and I will see you next time. Bye.